first of all, we want the funding and investment for the, research and development and infrastructure of Ayurveda, so that we can establish new research and new research centers and, to support the existing institutions right now. Second, we need tax incentives and subsidies also, because right now the GST on the Ayurvedic products are 12%. It's 12%, and so it should be reduced down to 5%, because this is for the people's health and benefit. And we need the budget for the standardization and quality control, because it is always said that Ayurveda has issues with the quality controls and standardizations. But if we'll get the help from the government and the funds can be allocated by the government, it will help us, to do the quality control of the Ayurvedic products, so that it can, enhance their credibility in the global market as well. Promotion and marketing of the, Ayurvedic products domestically and internationally. If we get the, help of the government, it will be easy for us, to, market in the global market as well. And especially it should be, so we get the funding for the policies, so that it can be, integrated with the mainstream, health. Because if you talk about the Ayurveda or Ayush, so we are getting a very less budget overall health if we're talking about. So if we integrate with the main health stream, healthcare, and so that it will be helpful in the clinical trials, and foreign markets, it will also help in the foreign markets as well. And export support is very much required. Easing of regulatory requirements, which can provide, marketing assistance in the foreign markets as well. So overall, actually, we are having the problem, the approval process is very difficult here. And the ease of, export, and, there is no single window clearance system. So we have to go to different, systems. We start with the local drugs and drug inspectors, then we have to go to the state, and then finally, so it takes a lot of time. So if we're getting any orders or anything, and we are planning to come up with the new products, so it takes a lot of time to get the approvals from the, the local and state level license drug controllers. So we just need that it should be a single window clearance system that can ease, in this market. And I think digitalization is very important for the, for getting the approvals, and especially the inspections part. So if the digitalization is there, it can be easy for us, because there's so many, people from every, so we have to start from the local district, then we have to go to the state, then there are so many inspections going on. So if it is digitalized, then it will be easy for us. And the paperwork also, it is easy that if it is digitalized, so then there's no need of the paperwork. And clear, the guidelines should be clear, because it changes very, gradually, very soonly. Every guideline change every 6 months and every 1 year. So it is very difficult for the pharma industry to do the innovations and do the research, and so that is a problem which we are facing.
In addition to whatever has happened on the quality front, on the compliance front, on the improvement of industry overall in terms of adherence front, but we would also expect as an industry that government should also look at boosting up domestic consumption, because that is one area where India, being an out-of-pocket market largely in healthcare, is that as the disposable incomes improve, as the consumption improves, it also helps the discretionary aspect of pharma to grow faster. In terms of exports and research, we would definitely expect the government in this budget and in times to come to support initiatives on research. There have been forthcoming discussions on various research driven initiatives being supported by government, but industry undertakes a lot of research across length and breadth of therapies. So as a boosting up of research investment, the government can look at various percentages of waive-offs about the research expenses, which the government has been discussing. But if that fructifies, that would be definitely helping the industry to boost their research spending. And second area is the export benefit. I think as an exporting organization, more and more focus on quality, more and more ease to on various quality and regulatory parameters for export would definitely help navigate various geopolitical challenges that come across the region.
So I think we are expecting a populous budget that also has enough provisions in there for growth in the pharma sector. I think this year around, we're going to see a stronger focus on R&D, possibly stronger regulation when it comes to intellectual property, a lot of incentives in R&D. So tax cuts and other things that will push our R&D further, and has us come from more of a generic producer to an innovator. So this is something that everyone in the pharma sector is looking forward to. The tighter intellectual property laws might hurt some manufacturers of generics, but on the whole, it will poise us to become a strong player in the global pharma sector. I also feel that this year we are going to see things that will push our natural medicine heritage further. So I have a feeling that now, especially with what has happened with COVID vaccines, we are going to see our government focus a little more on what Ayurveda and nutraceuticals we can offer in the country. I think there is a very strong push for that already with pharma firms, because Indian pharma is one of the most price-controlled markets. So many pharma firms now are playing around with the idea that we are not pharmaceutical providers, we are healthcare providers. And to offer healthcare to the world today, we need to also involve our heritage of Ayurveda and the latest developments in nutraceuticals, use the same MR, the same doctor, the same patient to increase the revenue streams by providing a more integrative approach. So different firms have now gotten into nutraceuticals. There might be some incentives for those firms to push this further. One obvious incentive is that nutraceuticals and herbs have no price controls, whereas pharmaceuticals themselves have very strict price controls in India. So this is what I think will be happening in this budget.